Hey everybody, it's Father Greg. Wanted to talk a little bit to you about Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday is this Sunday, and Palm Sunday is always the Sunday that comes right before Easter. Well, why do we call it Palm Sunday? And what do palms have to do with following Jesus or being a Christian? And where did that idea of Palm Sunday come from? Well, if you were to come to church this Sunday, you would receive a palm leaf. Palm leaves are just these long, skinny leaves that come off of a palm tree. And you would receive these, and we would bless them. And then when we have this procession that goes up the aisle, everybody's going to hold their palm branches out, and we're going to say, "Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord," and we're going to have this celebration. Well, the story comes from when Jesus came into Jerusalem for the final week of his life. And he came into Jerusalem with crowds and crowds of people following him. They had followed him during his ministry. They'd been attracted to him because of the way he healed people and the way he cared for poor people and the way that he fed people and all these amazing things that Jesus did, that they decided to follow him because maybe he's really that reflection of God, that he is what God is really like, is seen in this person of Jesus, which is what we believe. So as the crowd gathered around Jesus and he's coming into Jerusalem, it says they put branches of palm on his path as they were chanting, "Hosanna, Hosanna," right? Well, why did they use palm branches? Well, because where Jesus comes from in Israel, in the Middle East, you have palm trees. And so that's what was around. So they used these branches of palm because that's what was available. If Jesus had come, say, to Wisconsin, then we would probably be using pine tree branches because that's what would have been around. But we're not. We're using palms. And so it's not called Pine Tree Sunday. It's called Palm Sunday. But anyway, why did they put them in the road like that? Because as I think about palm branches laying in the road for people to walk on, or for the donkey that Jesus was riding to walk over, that would be like a tripping hazard, right? Well, have you ever been to a wedding where they roll out this big sort of runner, they call it, that goes all the way up the aisle of the church, and then they sprinkle like flower petals on it. And when the wedding party comes up the aisle, they're walking on this grand sort of runner. Another way to think about it is if you've ever watched one of the award shows like the Oscars or the Emmys or something like that, they have this red carpet that they roll out, right? This runner for celebrities to walk on into the building. It's that same idea that royalty, kings and queens and royal people, really important people, wouldn't just walk on the ground. They would walk on this special runner that paved the way to the place that they were going. And so because the people were hailing Jesus as a king, as their king, they didn't have a runner or a carpet to put out, so they used what they had. They took off their cloaks and they put them in the road, and they cut down these branches or picked up branches and put them out so that Jesus could walk in on this runner. And so that's Palm Sunday is the first day that kicks off what we call Holy Week, which is that week leading right up to Easter. And so there's going to be a lot of really important things that happen during Holy Week. In Palm Sunday, we are announcing and celebrating Jesus as the King of Kings and as God's Messiah, come to show us what God is really like. And yet by Friday, which is Good Friday, we'll be reading the story of Jesus' arrest and his trial and his crucifixion, because that's what happened a week later to Jesus. But you and I also know the rest of the story, and that's why we celebrate Easter. But I'll talk more about that later this week. So I just wanted to fill you in a little bit about what Palm Sunday is all about, why we call it Palm Sunday, and why we use palms. And I hope you have a great week. And please join us for the mini lessons that will come out this week that talk about Maundy Thursday. We'll talk about that day, and Good Friday. And then we'll have some for Easter as well. So I look forward to seeing you this week. Take care.
some paper tambourines. First, you color the outside of the paper plate. Next, we glue the strips of construction paper on. Next, you put the beans on the plate. Any plate. Next, staple the two plates together. Now shake it!
A donkey had the privilege of carrying Jesus into the city of Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. Riding a donkey was entirely different from riding a horse. Rather than using a saddle, the rider would place a straw pad over a thick cloth on the donkey's back. Then he or she would cover the straw with a carpet or strong cloth. The rider steered with a bridle but no bit. Donkeys were some of the first tamed or domesticated animals in Bible lands. Donkeys were available for transportation and for hauling. Often, donkeys carried loads even larger than themselves. The Israelites valued donkeys because they are sure-footed and cheap to feed. The Hebrews used donkeys to haul loads, grind corn by turning a millstone, and pull plows. Usually brown or gray, donkeys generally have a stripe over their shoulders. Donkeys come in all sizes. Some stand only 3 feet high, like this miniature donkey, while others are as large as a full-grown horse.
Now we're making maracas. First, put your beans into the plastic egg. Next, you take 2 spoons together. Put your plastic egg in between the spoons. Tape the egg to your spoon. Shake it!
This is Miss Marnie, and tonight we are making Roberto for dinner. And Roberto is a soup that we love, thanks to the New York Times food section. And you can really just take some simple ingredients and make something delicious. Right over here, we start with carrots and onions and garlic, and we're getting it nice and cooked. And then Maddie will tell you some of the other ingredients.
Okay, so some of the other ingredients include sausage, beans, shell pasta, tomatoes, which I believe is in sauce thingy form, and chicken broth, which is made from free-range chickens, no cruelty.
Very
Cut.
good. Very good.
Oh,
And
okay.
let me just say, you can sort of do your own riffs on this. The first time I made it, I think I used bacon and lentils. So over to our pot. this is Roberto.
Voila!
Now we're gonna make some bongos. First, pour some beans into an empty can. Next, cut the bottom of a balloon. Next, put the cut balloon on the can. Next, put the rubber band around the balloon. Now you can tap it. Or you can shake it.
Hi everyone. Today is Palm Sunday, and I thought we could sing the Hosanna, Hosanna song together. Now if you remember, there's a chorus part on it that sounds like this. Hosanna, Hosanna to the Son of David. Hosanna, Hosanna, he comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna, Hosanna, sing it from the highest. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Now the verses are easy to sing because they're an echo. I'll sing one part and then you sing after me. It'll be like this. Many people were standing there. Many people were standing there. So now let's do it with the accompaniment. Many people were standing there. Many people were standing there. Anticipation was in the air. Anticipation was in the air. Spreading branches out in his way. Spreading branches out in his way. Jesus rode into town that day. Jesus rode into town that day. Hosanna, Hosanna to the Son of David. Hosanna, Hosanna, he comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna, Hosanna, sing it from the highest.
for singing with me. I hope you remember that song. I always look forward to singing it on Palm Sunday. Have a great week.
We're going to help James make a drum. First, you color some construction paper. Next, you glue paper to the tin. Now, color and glue a circle to the top. Now you have a drum. Bang it!
For today's Bible memory verse, it's from the Gospel of Mark when Jesus is coming into Jerusalem and the people have laid out a path of palm leaves and they're waving them and rejoicing. And here is the Bible verse. Go ahead, girls.
Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.
All right, can you guys at home say it with us?
Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.
Right, okay. If you are up for a challenge, repeat after us in small parts. We're going to add an intro part from the beginning of the verse. So girls, repeat after me, and everybody at home repeat too. These who went ahead,
These who went ahead,
and those who followed,
and those who followed,
shouted, Hosanna!
blessed
Is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Okay, let's do it all together one more time, okay? These who went ahead and those who followed shouted, Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Have a great week.